Hello everybody. Today in this video we are going to speak about an important topic for ordinary level students. It's about charts and graphs. Students, you know about your question paper. There are 16 questions and the question number 14 is based on bars and graphs. Basically, there are three types of graphs we have to learn about. The first one is bar graphs. Bar graphs are drawn by using two lines. We call it axes, x-axis and y-axis, and the bars. Second one is pie charts. We draw pie charts in circles. The things are described inside the circle. Number 3, tables. We can draw tables by using columns and rows. The things are described inside the columns and the rows. Okay, look at these three and you can see the difference of bar graphs, pie charts and tables. Bar graphs are basically used by x-axis and y-axis. Pie charts we use circles. Tables we use columns and rows. Okay, now we are going to describe about bar graphs. We draw bar graphs by using axes. Here is the x-axis, here is the y-axis. X-axis is named as vertical axis. Y-axis is named as horizontal axis. And there are the things we draw as bars. Okay. Okay. By look at this bar graph, we can see x-axis, y-axis and the bars. Before describing a bar graph, we should consider about several things. We should describe the main things mentioned in the bar graph. And second one, we need to do the comparisons about the things mentioned in the graph. Finally, for your O-level examination, at least there should be 2 paragraphs. First paragraph, we should give an introduction about the graph, and the second paragraph we should describe what is the most, what is the highest and what is equal, what are the things lowest, least, many, like that. Okay, look at this question. The following bar graph shows the percentages of children who consume wheat-based food in an urban area. Study the graph and write a description about it. Now, look at this graph. This question is about this graph. There are several food items mentioned in here. This is bread, roti, biscuits, string hoppers, pastries. Read the question carefully, then we can write a description. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to write down this question in your books. Then you can describe the things in this bar graphs. Okay, I will show you the bar graph closer. Then you can see the things. In this side, the number of students. In this side, the food items. First one, bread. Second one, roti. Third one, biscuits. Number 4, string hoppers. Last one, pastries. And you can see these 2 bars are equal, and the number of students in bread and pastries are 10. Roti, the number of students is 15. Here biscuits, the number of students is 40. String hoppers, the number of students is 30. Okay. Now, we can discuss how we are going to write a description about this graph. Okay, look at this bar graph now. We are going to write the description. As the first sentence, look at your question. The following bar graph shows the percentage of children who consume wheat-based food in an urban area. We can take that sentence as our first sentence of the description. You can cut down the word following and write the rest of the sentence here. The bar graph shows the percentages of children who consume wheat-based food in an urban area. And we can start the second paragraph after that here. And there are 2 axes. We should consider the 2 axes in the second paragraph. We can write about the vertical axis, about the x-axis. The vertical axis represents the number of children, and about the horizontal axis. The horizontal axis represents the food items. As the third sentence, we can write the food items are what? First, bread. Second, roti. Third one, biscuits. Number 4, string hoppers. Last one, pastries. Now, look at the bar graph forget. Now we can select the highest bar. What is the maximum bar here? Biscuits. We can write down the maximum number. How can we write about it? The highest number of students consume biscuits. Then we can write down the number. It is 40. Yes, 40 children. 40 children. Look at here. Next we are going to start the next sentence. Before that, we can read this again. The vertical axis represents the number of children. The horizontal axis represents the food items. The food items are bread, roti, biscuits, string hoppers, pastries. The highest number of students consume biscuits. It is 40 children. Next, we can write about the lowest number of students. Okay. Lowest number of not students, we can use children. Children consume what? Biscuits and pastries. We can write down the number. It is 10 students. Okay. What's next? We mention these two and this. We have to mention about these bars. Okay. Before that, we can have a look about this. Many students like string hoppers. It is less than biscuits. And we can compare the two things. This way it is less than biscuits. The difference is 10 students. Okay. Look at the paragraph again. The lowest number of children consume biscuits and pastries. It is 10 students. We should mention the number in the sentence. Many students like string hoppers. It is less than biscuits. The difference is 10 students. Okay. Now we can talk about roti. We can talk about roti. Okay. Next sentence. Less students like roti. It is more than biscuits. The difference is 5 students. Okay. Look at it about it again. The less students like roti. It is more than biscuits. The difference is 5 students. We mention about the roti and we compare roti and biscuits. And we need to write down the number also. Now we are going to write the last sentence. Finally, we can conclude the most popular food item is biscuits, while the least popular foods are bread and pastries. Okay. As our last sentence we can write, we can conclude, finally we can conclude the most popular food item is biscuits, while the least popular foods are bread and pastries. As another sentence we can write down here, we can discuss here about an equal number. There are 2 bars and equal bread and pastries. We can write a sentence, equal number of students like bread and pastries. The number is 10. Likewise, we can conclude.